quick demo of the billing screen for you guys. And in order to kind of get started, there's a few things that we have to do that. We have to set up our payers. So to do that, you come back here into the settings in the software and you go add payer. And then from there, we go to search for a payer ID. So whatever that might be, search for your payer ID. I know Optimize 87726. So go ahead and throw that in there. It's easier to search by the payer ID than it is by the name, because payer IDs can have different names across different states. You can select your offices, whether it's active. You can select your settings, whatever those might be for the respective payers. For instance, TRICARE likes 24-hour time, so you can toggle that on. We can set our modifiers, set our fee schedules, and then any other advanced settings in here that you might need to do. We can do all those for you in the back end. Once you have done all of that, you got your authorization in, on the claim side, well, I need to go back in here, go to the settings, whoops, and go to company. And part of what makes us different is that we don't require a lot of hand-holding on the front end for claims. If the software has decided that it's good, we're going to automatically send it off to the payer based on what you select here. So if we select that we're going to bill once a week and we're going to do it on Wednesday, every Wednesday at 1 a.m., claims in a ready status are going to jump into in the billing screen that are in a ready status of these two here are just going to go ahead and send off to the payer. And then when they come back, we're also going to reconcile that data. So for instance, a couple different things can happen on the way back through from the payer. They can either go into an error status, which you can see here, or a reconciled status. So reconciled means that we billed $909, we got $909 back. We don't need to do anything with that. We know that's true. The computer knows that's true. That is true. We're gonna reconcile that off. When we get something back that is something we're not expecting, that could be something like a adjustment for patient responsibility, a denial, the math doesn't track, any of those things. We're going to highlight those issues for you so that you can go straight to those issues. I shouldn't call them issues because we have an issue label. Those errors for you that you can go find, so that you can work the things that you need to work and leave the things alone that you don't need to be messing with. Not because they aren't important, but because they just don't need worked. They've already been worked. So what I usually tell people in the demos is we had been with previous softwares before, and this has taken the front end hand-holding of claims down from 1 to 2 days for my billing team down to about 1 to 2 hours. So we've put tons of time back in their schedules so they can be working on more meaningful things rather than just button mashing and clicking and doing all kinds of things to make sure that they're good before they go. So that's really what makes us different on the billing side. We've automated the process as best we can. We're continuing to kind of streamline that process, give you better data, give you more insight into what's happening. We can do lots of things within the claim itself if we need to. All those manual things we can still do. We can edit all of these things in here. We can edit the units of time, all that good stuff. We can update the status if we need to between statuses just manually on your own. We can reconcile on our own. If we need to reconcile any manual data, we can reconcile this off ourselves. So we just put our paid totals in. We confirm the line items are correct. If you want to do it that way, you can. But that's something that you're not going to have to do. And that's kind of how it works. So if you are interested in a demo, we'd love to show you what the software looks like. Jump on the website, schedule a time to talk to me on my calendar, and we will go through it in much greater detail. And I'll kind of show you some of those things as well. So thanks for watching.